back to our Let's Play, or welcome back, not to our Let's Play, but welcome to our new Let's Play. We're doing in Hearts of Iron 4. The American Let's Play is still going. I just haven't found the quote-unquote time to play at that, and I want to change it up. I like playing as America, but we are going to be playing as the United Kingdom. So I'll lead you to the brief history of the UK as up to this point. Although the United Kingdom emerged victorious from the Great War, the foundation of its great empire was shaken to its core. A generation of the country's finest were lost in the trenches of Flanders and northern France, while unrest spread throughout the Commonwealth and massive debts accrued. With the trauma of the last war still in fresh memory, the country now faces the prospect of another. It is becoming increasingly clear that there will be no peace for our time. So the leader of the UK is Neville Chamberlain. Of course, they're democratic, blah blah blah, and the next elections are in November of '39, and we are the reigning Conservative Party. So our national spirit, we have British Stoicism, which is ideology, drift defense plus 50%, can create factions. We have the war to end all wars, recruitable population factor, negative 25%, and we have King George V, popular figurehead, national unity, plus 15%. So there we are. In our approximation, Europe, Germany, Poland. Let's do it. Play as Neville Chamberlain. Let's play as the United Kingdom. Alright, so our goal for the UK, I don't know that it'll be to help France in its hour of need immediately, but it will be to defeat Italy, right, in Africa, and then worry about the Far East before dealing with Germany in Europe. Let's see, what do we have? It looks like we have cavalry, Cairo, we have a colonial force, Brigade. And we'll make new troops. These guys can stay there. Yeah, we have Dan Defense Force. We have the East Africa Force, Northern Rhodesia groups, and the Southern Africa Force, and we actually have our colony of South Africa. Who's the leader of South Africa? JBM Herzog. The president, I guess. I don't know what South Africa prime minister. I don't know. But we are part of the Allies, obviously. So all the dominions came, I think, from the Allies. So of course, all the British Dominion is in it. It's Canada, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, and British Raj are all in. Allies, obviously. Alright, so let's see here. We want to prepare for war. We only have 59,000k manpower, and that's with volunteer only. National idea-wise, can actually go Benelux intervention, get home defense, and then secure Belgium and the Netherlands, so we can declare war against them. And we can do Scandinavian intervention. But they have to be supporting different parties. So I think we're gonna do limited rearmament first. Actually, we can't go back on it, so that's fine. So we actually have 4 slots. Good, let's get some upgrades. Some Royal Marines. Also, we gotta get our doctrines here. Of the 4, we are the Grand Battle Plan. We kept it for World War II, or World War I, I mean. Night assault tactics, British. That. Offensive, self-concentration, branching, operation, assault breakthrough. Grand Battle Plan. And then our last thing. More artillery, anti-tank. We could do our navy. Upgrade the Navy. Korean, these are for heavy battleships. Ark Royal. Get new carriers. Let's work on industry, I think. And then let's, before we finally start here. Alright, we want our reinforcements and our upgrades to go up. And so let's do 2 into that, 2 into that, 2 into the light tank, 2 into the fighter. We'll do that, and then I'll build some more factory. We'll build some more military factories. Build them in Wales and Cornwall, Ireland, or not Ireland, Scotland. Although I might try and take Ireland. I don't know what kind of resistance they'd put up. They don't like me. The Irish were never fond of the British. And then let's see if we can somehow. So here we have the Channel Force, right? We have the Reserve Fleet, the Channel Force, Portsmouth Force. Let's take the submarine flotilla. Patrols in the English Channel and the North Sea. And what do we have here? The Reserve Fleet, Channel Force. Let's just combine these all into the Channel Fleet. Courageous. Where's the actual Grand Fleet? Is it right here? There it is. This is the Grand Fleet. The home fleet is based out of Scarpa Flow to the north. But we're going to take the second submarine flotilla. We'll have them patrol the region. Escort force. Western approaches. Let's think. We have only one tank division. We have a Royal Tank Regiment. Do I not have motorized? Tank? I do. Do I not have a template for it, though? My real question. Guess not. There it is, mobile battalions. I don't have enough army experience. I have the British Union of Fascists, Oswald Mosley. Oh my god. And we have communists under Rajani Palum Dut, or Dut. What's the correct pronunciation there? That. Now we have a lot of light cruisers, but what we will need convoys. We'll do convoys. So, first true event happened. King George V dies. His Majesty King George V of the United Kingdom and the British Dominions, and Emperor of India, man, that's a lot of titles, has passed away. His quiet calm and devotion to his subjects saw the empire through the Great War and the Great Depression. His son will assume the mantle as King Edward the 7th? 8th? It's 5, 6, 7, 8th. But there are already concerns that he is too independent of thought. Stanley Baldwin and Neville Chamberlain are preparing to ensure that he will accept direction from Prime Minister in the cabinet. May he rest in peace. So now we have King Edward the 8th. Weekly national unity is -10. Oh boy. We'll just keep them stationed around England. But what we're going to do is get oil. Oil badly. So let's talk to our good friends Need oil. Let's talk to our good friends, the United States. Let's get some oil. So what's the problem here? Low manpower? Yeah. Nothing I can do about that. Talk to our good friends, the US. We have the same ruling parties. And then once things actually start to heat up, I'll move the troops around, but for now, they're good. But I do need to get some troops. I need to hold Gibraltar as well. But I do need to move troops from either the Far East, Singapore Fortress, what are we building? We're just building factories. We're done. Build some land forts in Singapore, and then let's build some coastal forts. Singapore was called an impenetrable fortress, and then it was taken very quickly. Also, I'd like to hold Hong Kong. The Chinese fleet. Actually combine it with the submarine. Actually, it's the submarine. Still, control those areas. Japan is obviously a threat to British Dominion. To the British Dominion. So what do we have? A heavy cruiser, a light cruiser, and then all cruisers. We don't have a brigade in Northern Ireland. Ba-ba-ba-bum. I don't like you losing national unity every week. Yeah, all we have to do is wait. I have a lot of actually have a lot of aircraft. Have them control the free dockyards. Really don't need more subs. Cancel that. Which will allow us to boost production in light cruise. Keep those convoys. We need. Also, don't need that many weapons. I do need new tanks though. How fast do you think we can get new tanks, guys? Matilda. Oh yes. Vickers. There's the Churchill. Later the Cromwell, the Comet, Korean. There's the Black Prince. I like that I know all of them. The rocket artillery. The land mattress, I believe is what. But yeah, I definitely want to do some industry. What we should do as well is build more civilian factories. I have a limited amount of space here. Civilian factory. Can I build anything over? Oh, I can. Oh, lovely. I did not know that. So the remilitarization of the Rhineland government. Several German divisions recently advanced into Rhineland, marking the first time since the end of the Great War that Germany has forces positioned west of the Rhine. This is in clear violation of the Versailles Treaty, under which Germany is forbidden from militarizing the region. French seem content to limit their response with the breach of diplomatic objectives, and a public opinion in Britain is friendly against the war. I protest. Nothing to get worked up about. Let us reinforce the empire. That is really production-wise. We need to train some. Can I? So I cannot set them in the colonies. I have to build and train troops here in England. Have them produce guns. Vickers Armstrong, tank research. Atlantic Fleet Planner. Camel. Capital ship armor and naval firepower. Supermarine. Hawker. I know all these. Supermarine, they made the Spitfire. Hawker, Hurricane. RASF. What I forget what the Enfield, the people who make Enfield. Vauxhall. Motorized equipment. Royal Designer, Royal Artillery. English Electric. James Chadwick, scientist. Beautiful day in England. We literally need more horses. So I'm gonna try. I don't know. I don't even think I can. World tension needs to be at 80%. Basically, what the main goal would be is to boost opinion. Actually, they'll join me anyway when it's first declared. But it would be to have forces ready to react quickly. So basically, forces that'll be able to, instead of entering France and waiting for them to push through Belgium and the Ardennes, thick forests here, instead is you deploy troops along this border, you try and hold the Germans, and you link up with your French troops here. The breakthrough will happen here. So. But that just gives you more ports to evacuate from. You can evacuate ports in the north, Amsterdam, England, then down here. But you have the entire coast to evacuate from if you have to. Whereas if you're in France, all you have really is Dunkirk. Swordfish naval bombers. Communists. Gotta worry about the Soviet Union. They don't like us. They don't like us. What you try to do is you try and... We're actually getting political power. But what you do is you boost the Democratic Party until it flips. And then they flip Democratic. Which actually, let's try and do that. We'll try and force the Soviet Union to Democratic. We'll boost party popularity of Democratic. It'll only cost us 0.25 a day. It shouldn't be too hard. They have 10%. Goes up does it go up 0.5 per day? Go up. Or is it 0.10 per month? It might be 0.5 per month. It's 0.5 per week, I guess. Per day. It's 0.5 per day. Okay. So we'll just boost the Democratic Party in the Soviet Union, and hopefully sooner or later they'll flip to a democracy. that'll be friendlier to our intentions. And if we really have to, we'll start a revolution somewhere. Oh no. News. Spanish Civil War. Civil war has erupted in Spain. Several generals seeking to overthrow the current government in Madrid have issued a pronunciamundo. Proclamundo. Okay. So, Spanish Civil War's begun. So, we'll have to follow this in great interest. I think there's something in here that's actually called Fortify the Rock. Yeah, so you can either coerce Spain and they get democratic leanings, or I think I'll actually do this at some point. Because we'll definitely end up at war with, well, I don't know. We'll see how things work out. Otherwise, we'll get ready and we'll reinforce the Empire. Not only will we reinforce the Empire, but if have to, we'll invade Iraq and Iran, take it from them, opening up a southern border from which we could invade the Soviet Union. If that is necessary. I don't know that that'll be necessary. Hold on. Produce a general here. Archibald Wavell. Got them all to exercise. This guy. Charge. There you go. So the African theater. This is the army. Army of South Africa. This is the North. So here we have the North African Defense Force, and we'll make them orange. And down here, you guys are purple, perfect. And we'll set there. Have them go there. So we're reinforcing the Empire. National unity goes up. Service overseas, obviously. So we're done here for a little bit. Let's do paratroopers. We're gonna move these guys to then wherever the hell they were. We're gonna move to the actual city. Do I own Yemen? I could invade Yemen. Oman. The Al-Saud, the House of Saud. Pahlavi dynasty. The Golden Square fascists, the monarchists are not aligned. Listen to the beautiful. We don't have a lot of manpower. Let's see, are we actually building groups? We are. We're only doing one now. So let's cut that down, the queue down to 2. See if we can do that. Because I don't have a lot of men to be forcing anything. I want to know if there's an idea to end the war to end all war. It's gotta be over here. Gasman. There it is. Military Training Act. Remove national spirit to war to end all wars. Has to be after December 31st of 1938. So I'll have to do home defense. Beautiful music of the era. Bring that down. Ew. Guns. We need guns badly. See how our converting of the Soviet Union. Oh, we're 13%. There he is. Clement Attlee, it becomes the, I think it's Clement Attlee, becomes Prime Minister after Winston Churchill in 1945. Oswald Mosley, John Beckett. Neville Henderson. If I know it. Edmund Ironside. Alan Brooke. I think we'll do tank designer right now. Let the colonials to work. Sorry, Ptolemaic Dynasty. Haile Selassie. Ethiopia. Sorry, Ethiopia. There's literally nothing I can... The only independent African nation besides Liberia. We're actually gaining troops. If we fortify the rock, what's the outcome here? Indian independence. Indian National Army. I think that's something Japan can do. They can be like, hey, come help us. Indians will flock to their banners for a free India. Britannia rolls the waves, and then you could do battleship focus or carrier. A motorized army, Royal Tank Regiment. We actually have radar already? Yeah, we have some radar, early radar stations. Okay, so we're pretty much done there. Tanks. Get the Vickers. New British heavy tank. Can be field. Guns. Make guns. And then I can do infrastructure throughout the colonies if I really wanted to. What's my construction look like? I have one more factory coming up, and then it's civilian factories, fortification. But I'm gonna queue up some infrastructure. This is like building a train network in Africa, basically. That's just so supplies can flow easy. Oh yeah. South of like to Gibraltar. Because technically I own both entrances to the Mediterranean. we can actually release the Kingdom of Egypt, Palestine, or Jordan, Canada, China, Ireland. Never, British Dominion never hand over its territories. Indicate. We have a Mountie division in 13th District Cavalry, 1st District, 10th District. These guys are being trained. What about these guys? It's gonna take forever for them to get to not just trained. So service overseas is done. We can do Mediterranean Bastion or encourage a colonial elite. Fortify Malta, protect Suez, fortify the Rock, Balkan strategy. I guess I'll colonial elite. We have a rather sprawling empire here. Lord Lilithgow. The INC, the Indian National Congress. There's nothing really going on. I mean, it's really just a build up to, you know? It's like, oh, it's coming, so you better get ready for it. Although I am trying to flip, almost at 20%, I'm trying to flip the Soviet Union into the democratic Russia so that I have a little bit more pull with them. I don't know that it gets rid of the Comintern. Like, are they part of that party? Yeah, the Comintern. I don't know. Yeah, let's have them build tanks, even though we really don't need tanks. And let's do more ships. Build more ships. Start to put together the army here in England. Ooh, the games of the 11th Olympiad. Games are complete. The Germans won the most gold medals, go figure, since it was hosted in Berlin. And yeah, US came second. Leave it be to the Americans, right? Chile. South Korea. But you can see how it's divvied up to the point where this is literally South Korea and this is North Korea. Like, these are the modern borders, roughly, those two countries. So I like that it's divvied up so that, like, making a Cold War mod would be very easy. Like, look at Pakistan. How easily Pakistan's broken up here so that you could actually do a mod like that. It's very neat, I would say. It's very neat. Like, easy, it would be easy to mod something like that. Do a Cold War mod. Sandstorm, and it's extremely hot. I believe that it's extremely hot in Jordan, the Middle East. I do believe that wholeheartedly. Actually, this would be the army of East Africa. countries that no longer exist anymore, like Rhodesia, not a country anymore. Uganda's a real country, so Kenya. Dan. Egypt. Kingdom of Egypt. Ethiopia is still fighting. I'd be willing to help you, dude, but you wouldn't join my alliance even if I wanted to help you. Looks like Republican Spain's doing alright. There's usually a 50-50 chance whether they're gonna win that or not, right? The Peninsular War. War with Japan. So I like it right off the bat. It's like war with Germany, war with Japan, war with Italy, right? Is Italy even in that concoction of stuff to do? War with Italy right there. War with the Soviet Union, war with Germany, war with Japan. They really, the British don't seem to care about states, right? I'll have to do the stuff. Radar. Definitely need radar. Only got another stuff's done. Britannia. I always wanted to go to England. I suppose that one day I will get there. Oh, Italy is seized all over. Haile Selassie has taken a plane, now lives in exile in Britain. And Defense Force East Africa. Basically, your guys' job, they push coast. Ugly front line. Like that. There you go. That will be your goal. Use this port. Mogadishu. Actually, the capital. Seize Mogadishu. These guys, once they're trained and ready, will be all trained. It'll be the formation of it'll only be on like here. It'll hold Egypt. Although I could set them up along the banks of the Nile right here. Hold the Nile. This is unforgiving desert. It really doesn't matter. They just have to not take the Suez. Let's do basic machinery tool. We'll also do construction. And then let's do home defense. thinking. Let's see, what are we at here in the Soviet Union? Oof. Oof, almost 20%. They're going for an extra research pod. So they did finish the 5-year plan. They did collectivist propaganda. Although I think doing this one's probably better. Then you get Gregory Zhukov, Konstantin Bonaski, or whatever it is. He hasn't done the Great Purge yet. Boosting popularity is going well. If I can flip them democratic, I'll be happy. Have them seize Leningrad, or I can have them seize the Crimea. Democratic revolutionaries seize the Crimea. Because then they can only come from 2 directions, right? And then you could, potentially, you could support them here. You could land troops. Black Sea. Is there anything about taking Turkey? Back to Suez. Doesn't look like it. There is coerce Turkey or coerce Greece. And we'll do issue gas masks. Or we can't. It has to be after December of 37. So it has to be in 1938. This has to be in 39. But actually, okay, I'm gonna end this part here for now. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please don't hesitate to like, comment, subscribe. It means a lot to me. I appreciate it quite a bit. When we return, Nationalist Spain will win the Spanish Civil War, and will fortify the empire for the coming years. So thanks again for watching. Until next time, stay tuned.